Okay, this is known as Old Spicy. And today's talk is nothing to do with archonic entities and everything to do with what happens when your mind kind of just does a brain fart. In other words, you're about to leave someone your cell phone number that you had for a long time, and you go to get the number to talk, and it's not there. You're being used. Who's using you? Archons. What are archons? They are very difficult to tell you because I can't tell you. I can't tell you. They are evil forces. Evil forces. And what's going to happen to the evil forces? Pretty much the evil forces. Well, Stuart Wilde, the metaphysical author, had visions of what happens to evil forces. Pretty much what's going to happen to them is they're going to be set on fire and burnt. How long are they going to burn for? Stuart Wilde said that some of these nasty entities might burn for months. When is this going to happen? That is the best question to ask. And the answer is, I just don't know. I just don't know. Is it going to happen? Everyone knows the laws of karma. What goes around comes around. And nasty, evil, shitty things that put out horrible, horrible diseases on humans just because they can. There's no way to love these things into anything. There's nothing you can do. These evil things are strictly evil. And they love to haunt people. People who have cancer. Everything you've been taught about cancer, it's wrong. What's really happening with cancer? It's evil entities. Pretty much the world and all the information that you're given is lies. The truth of the matter is evil is real and it is targeting humans. I have two evil entities that show up around me every day. These two have been ever, ever wanting to be burnt. Because whenever the evil goes away, they calm down and, but they never talk. Evil entities play all kinds of your world incident reports. They play all kinds of games because the world that you see is not real. The world that you see, you get so used to it because every time you wake up from the time you were a little child, it's pretty much the same world, but it is not a real world. It is a world created by evil entities to trick you into believing it is what you think it is, but it isn't. It is all an evil, evil, evil thing. And, you get ideas from The Matrix when Keanu Reeves was plugged into a great big computer system. Is that what we're really in? I don't know. I don't know if we really have bodies. I mean, that's what they tell you. And some of these things might not be true. But what is given to your awareness is lies. The answer to every question is evil. Why is there evil? I don't know where evil came from. It's never going to be, the Bible said, it was the Garden of Eden and it was the tree of knowledge or something. It's all not really true. The only truth I know is that there is evil entities and they are pretty much busy fucking with you. When the great wheat is separated from the chaff, which is an old biblical phrase. The chaff is the waste product, and that is the evil, and that is what is going to be burnt. And those beings that are infested with chaff wonder if they're going to be burnt along with the chaff. The answer is chaff will be burnt. And if you're wheat, you're going to be saved. Either you're of the vine or you're not. The vine is life. And if you are life, then you will be fine. But if you are a parasite, if you're an energy vampire, if you're involved in all kinds of shenanigans that make you laugh, black magic, or if you're a human and you decide that you really want to live in this fake world and you want to live really well, so you're, abusing other humans, you're lying to them so you can get their business, so you can have a steady stream of money coming to you. I'm sorry, you're going to be classified as evil. If you're a black magician, and you think you're just an average, everyday kind of person, nothing evil you're doing. If you're participating in capitalism, you're an evil entity. If you are taking commissions, you're an evil entity. Pretty much, if you put out a shingle that says whatever business you're in and you take in money, you're not of the vine. So that probably means that, a lot of people are going to be very shocked when the shit hits the fan. Because it's going to be pointed out to them that, your business practices resulted in a lot of people not having basic things for life. And maybe at the time, you really didn't consider it too much. You simply said, I got to have money. I got to have, and this is how I'm going to make my money. And it'll be looked at, and pretty much every time it's looked at, it's going to be said to you, you chose a certain kind of life. And pretty much, if we were walking in your shoes, what would we have done? We would have looked around and said, the kind of work that you're doing is hurting other people. And it tends to concentrate all of the ownership of everything in the hands of the few, the 1%. And, should you have known this? Yes, you should have known this. Should you have participated in this? The answer is maybe for a while, until you kind of got the feeling that, certain customers of mine came to me and the business abused them. I worked for a car dealership, and there was a poor family who had a disabled member of the family, and they had to have a van to get this person around with their wheelchair. And the car dealership has no program to help out this. In fact, the program of the car dealership is pretty much charge as high a price as you can get. What do I think of people who own car dealerships that screw over people? I know they're going to be burnt. Doesn't matter how much money they donate to the Catholic Church. These days, I don't think these people even donate to the Catholic Church. Pretty much these people donate to their own bank account. They're not good neighbors. They're not good citizens. They're just not good. And, putting a family deeply into debt for a used van that, had some damage, but the used car dealers looked at it and said, there's some minor stuff here, some body things that this van has that we can see, but we're not going to fix it. We're going to pretend that the damage isn't there. Because if we fix this damage that is right there, the buyer hasn't pointed it out, but we can see it, we're not going to fix it because it's going to cost us money. I can't tell you what greed does to people. It turns them into horrible trolls. Is there anything good in these people? No. No, not a shred of decency in anything to do with these people. Not a shred of decency. They never have enough money. They could have the biggest house in town. They could have a summer cottage. They could have a yacht. They could have a house in Florida. They could have millions of dollars in the bank. And all they want to do with their money is make more of it. These people are not of the vine, and they're going to burn.